sure you can't stay for the cuppa?
Nope, I can't. Mrs. Kelly's due in for the perm first thing.
I think that's nearly everyone now. Dad, can you give this to Sinbad on your way to work, please?
Yeah, no props.
Who's on the phone?
Karen made a department, just a message from school, you know.
Something?
I don't know, he was really quiet last night.
Maybe he's already getting nervous about his father, the bride speech.
Yeah.
Has anyone put it off in for next door yet?
Oh, there's a young couple looking at it the other day. They looked really weird. Goths or something, all dressed in black. I'm not sure if they'd put an offer in or not, then.
Be nice if we could afford it. Anyway, gotta get off.
Oh.
See ya.
See ya.
Dad, look, I've made it. I made the county team.
What?
I had one of the fastest times, so now I'm in with a chance of running the regional championships.
Oh, that's brilliant, love. Well done.
I can't believe it. Just imagine me going to Lanzarote to train.
Yeah, well, you better keep up the good work, or you can say goodbye to the regional championships and Lanzarote.
Yeah, well, they must have thought I was in with a chance, otherwise they wouldn't have asked me.
Of course you're in with a chance, babe, but you've still got a lot of hard work to do. Yeah, cop that and drop it outside Sinbad's.
You're going to fix that window that you broke with the ball?
Shh, who told you?
Me mum. The other night when you came in drunk.
I told you that was food poisoning. Now, it says here, if you do go, you've got to pay your own accommodation and travel expenses.
So does that mean that I can't go even if I do qualify?
No, it'll just mean a few sacrifices, that's all. You just concentrate on your running. Me and your mum will concentrate on the money.
Thanks, Dad. Can't wait to tell Sean and Ainsley. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later. And well done. I'm really proud of you.
What time is it?
Nearly 8:30. Couldn't get any sleep with all the noise that weirdo's making upstairs.
Well, at least you got some sleep until now. He's had me awake since 5:30 this morning with all his banging and sawing.
Why aren't you knocking on his door and tell him to jack it in then, eh?
Because I didn't want to.
You mean you're scared?
Don't be stupid scared. There's nothing to be scared of.
You're giving me the creeps. Ever since he's moved in, he's been dragging those weird boxes around, keeping us awake every night. He's up to something, I'm telling you.
He's just an eccentric, that's all. Now, if the noise carries on, I'll go and have a word with him.
I reckon he's a serial killer.
Don't be daft. And I suppose all the hacking and sawing noises is him chopping up his victims' bodies. You watch too many horror films.
Oh! Morning. Just thought I'd get this replaced for you.
Bit nervous, aren't you?
I just got a bit of a fright, that's all.
Why don't you just admit it? More than murderers got you cacking yourself and all.
It won't take me long to get this sorted.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. I tell you what, I'd love to get my hands on the little so-and-so that smashed it. What sort of parents are they that let the kids play football at that hour of the night?
Yeah, no, it's scandalous, isn't it?
All right. That's off our Lindsay. It's your invite for the wedding.
Oh, delivering them by hand, eh? Wise move, seems you'll be footing the bill. Every penny counts, eh?
Right, I'll just nip round to ours and get the glass in there. I'll fit it as quick as I can.
Yeah, please, if you could, Craig, because it's freezing in here. You know, the wind's blowing right through, you know.
All right, mate.
I've heard he's famous for leaving people in the lurch. You all right?
No, not really. Got myself in a bit of bother at work.
What sort of bother?
One of the kids in school. I've just had a phone call. Got to go and see the head this afternoon. Until then, they've said I can't teach. I've got to keep away from the kids.
Well, you better come in and tell me all about it.
Here you are. Brought you a coffee. Susanna, look.
Harry's crying. Perhaps you could see to him this morning, as you slept right through his attempt to wake the whole of the close last night.
So how did you get involved in the first place?
Dunno. I just felt she needed help. I think she still does.
Even though she's accused you of touching her up?
Oh, she didn't exactly. Well, she never meant to. The girl is obviously in some kind of trouble.
Like what?
Well, from what I've heard, she's into drugs.
Sounds like you should have stayed well clear. You're the one who's in trouble now. You know the score. There are rules about what teachers can and can't do. And didn't you think about the consequences before you got involved with this kid?
Yeah, all right. I didn't think it would turn out like this, though, did I?
Lots of troubles, you mean? You never do think. What's Jackie had to say about it all?
I haven't told her yet.
Don't you think you better add before she hears it from somewhere else?
Like where?
Come off it. There's bound to be rumours. You know what kids are like. They're worse gossips than adults, and they've vivid imaginations. God knows how that story's going to turn out once it's been round the school a few times.
All right, I'll tell her tonight.
Yeah, well, make sure you do.
Yeah, you're right.
So what happens next then?
Just have to wait and see what the school decides to do about it.
Well, surely they'll believe your version.
I hope so. Otherwise, my career as a teacher is over.
He's talking to himself up there now.
Listen, I better get going. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, see you, Jim. Oh, and good luck.
Thanks. I think I'm gonna need it.
Sinbad, come and listen to him.
What are you going on about?
I come out the bathroom and I heard him mumbling away to himself.
Maybe he's got the radio on.
No, it was definitely his voice.
Well, a mobile phone then.
It wasn't a conversation. I heard him talking away to himself.
Well, lots of people talk to themselves, especially when they live on their own. Shh. Good morning, Mr. Moore.
Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you.
No, it's all right. It's just that Tim's got to think about sharp objects. It's a type of phobia, isn't it?
Oh, I see. I was just wondering if there is a hardware shop nearby.
Depends. What exactly do you need?
Oh, just a few odds and ends and some stain remover. Is something the matter?
No, not really.
Have I been making too much noise?
Well, a bit. You see, Tim's a light sleeping and...
I'm very sorry. I'll try and keep it down a bit. I've done the main body of my work now anyway.
Oh, this is Greg Shadwick, our next-door neighbour.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, and you, Mr. Shadwick?
That's Greg, please.
I'm Mr. Moore.
All right.
Mr. Moore was just saying he's looking for some stain remover. You haven't got any, have you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't, no.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm sure I'll manage. Oh, just to let you know, I've given the bath a good scrubbing, so give it a rinse before you use it. I think I overdid it with the disinfectant. And, well, I thought I'd cook a meal for us this evening. I'm a bit of a dab hand in the kitchen. I'll do as a tasty treat.
Well, I know it seems a bit odd, but he's all right, really.
Why didn't you call it oddball then? You should have told him we knew he was dragging dead bodies up there.
Well, I know he isn't. Believe me, if there was a corpse up there, the whole house would stink and the smell would knock you sick.
You some kind of expert on dead bodies, yeah?
Let's just say I've got a bit more experience than you.
Oh, aye, since when?
Look, never mind that. Just stop letting your imagination run away with you.
Don't you want to know what he's getting up to up there?
I know what he's getting up to. He's bringing much-needed cash into this house, and as long as he does that, he can do as he likes.
Delivery for Mrs. Farnham.
And bringing home another bunch of flowers is going to help, is it?
Well, I just thought they might cheer you up, as you've been a bit run down.
You might be able to impress Jackie Corker with flowers, but not me. A quick phone call to the florist hardly takes a lot of effort now, does it? How about doing something to really cheer me up, like helping out with Harry? And then I could rest, and I could go out with Lisa once in a while, like you go out with Warren. Max, I need more than a gesture. I need some help.
Well, we'll have to get you some.
I mean you! You're going to have to help more. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean professional help, you know, getting contact with one of these agencies and hire a proper nanny.
But that'll mean more money and more outgoings, and you'll have to spend even more time at the restaurant to pay for it.
What else can we do? Look, I'd love to spend all day here with you and the baby, but someone has to run the restaurant.
Not necessarily.
Hmm?
Nothing.
What did you mean, then?
Not now.
Oh, that's a good job, that, Greg. Cheers, mate. So what's the damage?
Oh, don't worry about it.
You what?
Well, I used a piece of glass I had left over from another job. Didn't cost me anything.
What, the exact size?
Yeah. I had one knocked up when I was doing ours, you know.
Well, what about labour?
I just forget about it. Just call it a neighbourly gesture. I mean, it could easily be in my window that got broken, couldn't it?
Oh, thanks very much, Greg. Very nice of you, that, mate.
All right, mate. See ya.
See ya.
Hi, Meg.
All right, Liz.
Invitation?
Oh, thanks, darling. Love to come.
I didn't know if you were seeing anyone or not, so I just put and guest.
No, I'm not. After what happened the other week, I'm thinking of staying single for a while, you know. Is Peter going to be inviting Pauline, like?
Why? Do you want us to?
Oh, well, you're not inviting him as well, are you?
Hey, that could be your date, if you're lucky. Me and you's usually the odd couple. How many expecting them, then?
Well, more than we originally planned. A few people we've asked said they can't make it, but almost everyone else has said they're coming.
Is your Val going?
Yeah, of course.
And what about Peter's sister, Fee?
What are you two like, hey? Checking out to see if all your ex-girlfriends are going? Well, you just have to wait and see who's going to be there.
Tell you what, lad, could be very interesting for the both of us, seeing a few old faces at this wedding.
You're telling me. So how come you're doing it yourself? You usually take it to the car wash, don't you?
Getting rid of it, mate.
Are you swapping it for something else?
No, I just decided to cut back a bit, you know.
Chippy's doing okay, isn't he?
It's hard to have a school, lad. I mean, the extra's going forever, including the skiing trip. So I figured that I could survive without the fancy car and use the van, you know.
Because I was the one with the cash problems.
Nah, just being careful, that's all.
Hang on, Liz.
Oh, yeah? Hey, shouldn't you be busy working, earning enough money to pay for this wedding?
I'm booked solid all day. I'm on my break.
Yeah, well, when we're married, you'll be working through your breaks to keep your wife in the life of luxury.
Anything for you, my love.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what?
What?
I've just been on the phone to the estate agent to see how much the Simpsons are asking for number 9.
Why? It's not as if we'd be putting an offer in. Unless they want a quick sale and they'll accept a lifetime supply of chips and free haircuts.
I'm just curious, that's all.
You mean nosy?
So you're not interested in what they're asking for, then?
No, I'm not really interested.
Okay. On one side?
Oh, go on then.
49,950.
50 grand? God, that's really cheap.
Well, considering they've just put an extension on the place, I reckon it's a steal.
Obviously after a quick sale.
Probably want to cut ties with Brookside close as quick as they can, especially after what's happened to them round there lately.
Well, someone's going to get a really cheap house out of all of this.
Pity it's not us.
Peter, it's not even worth thinking about. In a couple of years, maybe when we get ourselves on our feet.
Well, you must admit it'd be perfect, though, wouldn't it? And chief babysitter next door, a nice big house and a garden all at that price.
We're just going to have to be patient. We'll have a place of our own one day. We just have to wait. See you later. Mwah.
What? What's so urgent that I've got to see it?
Come and have a look for yourself.
We're not going in his room.
He's gone to the shops. He'll be ages, yeah. If he's not hiding anything, what's he put this on for, eh?
All right, Sam.
Hiya.
How'd your lessons go this morning?
All right, thanks.
Listen, can I have a word, please?
What about?
Well, I was just wondering if you'd heard any rumours going around school about me.
No, sir.
Please, Emily. I want to know what people are saying.
They're saying that Abba caught you getting the grip of Susan Clark.
But does everyone believe that? Good. Well, you tell anyone who does that it's a load of rubbish, OK?
No one in your classes believes it. They reckon it was Abba who molested her.
No, they've got that wrong as well. Mr. Abbott didn't do anything either. Look, Susan just got a bit upset, that's all.
But we all know what she's like anyway.
And what's that?
Nothing. I'll have to go. I'm going to be late for my dinner.
OK. Thanks.
All right, mate. Listen, can I have a word?
I can't wait. I've got to take the car back to the leasing company.
I just want a bit of advice, you know.
All right, what about?
More the murderer.
Oh, will you just calm down?
Yeah, well, why else would he put a big padlock on his door and then walk around covered in bloodstains?
What?
Oh, ignore him. His imagination's running away with him and turned him into a paranoid loon. No, I just want to know what my rights are as a landlord. You know, you see, he has put a big padlock on the door and he hasn't asked first.
That's to stop us from seeing his latest victim. We should go to the busies.
We can't go to the busies, can we? What if they come barging in and it's all been a big mistake?
Look, I suppose he's within his rights to make sure his gear's secure, like.
You mean his corpses?
Look, you wouldn't do us a favour, would you?
What?
Just come over to ours and meet him. I mean, you're a good judge of character, aren't you? I mean, I think we're both getting carried away.
Why don't you just ask him what he's doing that makes all the noise if it's really starting to get to you?
Well, I don't want to offend him. Please, mate. I mean, just come and see him. I mean, just tell us that we're not overreacting.
All right, then.
Cheers, mate.
So, look, I'll just give the leasing company a call. Let them know we're running a bit late.
Oh, Karen? Can I have a quick word, please?
About Susan Clark, I presume?
Yeah, before I go and see the head, like.
I told you on the phone this morning. There's nothing I can do about it now. It's out of my hands.
I know, but listen, I can explain everything, honestly.
I'm sure you can, Jimmy. And I'm also sure that whatever you did was probably well-intentioned. But no doubt it was against all the guidelines that we're supposed to stick to. I've warned you about this before, haven't I? No matter what we think of them, or even if we think we know best, we just can't break the rules.
We're only trying to help her.
Look, come and see me after you see Mr. Thornton. You can tell me all about it then. And we can discuss whatever action he decides to take against you.
Okay.
But prepare yourself for the worst, Jimmy. It's a very serious allegation that's been made against you. I'm afraid it doesn't look good.
Hiya, gorgeous. What are you doing next Friday?
Why? What have you got planned?
How about you and me go to this nice little church I know and pretend to get married?
The wedding rehearsal.
All booked and confirmed. Spoke to the Virgin today. All we need is your dad, my busy man, and us, the happy couple.
That's great. Oh, I can't believe it's all starting to happen.
I can't wait, can you?
No, right. Everyone's got the invitations with the right date and the address of the church on.
Oh, it's going to be the best wedding ever. You starting to get nervous yet?
Oh, no, I've been far too busy organising everything. Well, then we can Sinbad out.
Why?
Well, Sinbad's got to face your fee and our vow. And Mick was asking if Pauline's coming.
Well, it serves them both right for two-timing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Has Jackie said anything to you about when we have to cough up for the salon in the new club?
No, not yet, but she will do soon now that she's bought the building.
Any idea how much she'll ask?
No, the big change will be putting in key money just to get in. Well, it's like a one-off lump sum just for the right to take on the lease.
Just for the right to pay rent?
Well, yeah, well, it's more like being allowed to set up shop, to make your profits. The more valuable the site, the higher the key money.
Do you think the fact that Jackie paid 20 grand over the top will affect how much she'll ask?
Oh, yeah, she'll bump it up.
Well, just have to find out how much of this key money she wants then.
Then go and rob a bank or something.
Whatever it takes.
Right, better get back inside. See you later.
See ya.
Yeah, we had quite a few in. It's one of the busiest lunchtimes we've had. I was run off my feet.
Really? Well, I've been puked on. Listening to this little one scream his head off.
Look, all the time we've spent hoping and praying for children, what you would have given to have been in this position. So why are you complaining all the time now that you've got it?
We hoped and prayed. And yes, we got what we wanted. But it only seems to be me who's doing any of the work. I need help. I need your help. At the moment, all I seem to do is listen to Harry's screams, and I haven't got the energy to see to him.
The restaurant's at a very critical stage. I need to build the business up. To create more custom. I need to put more time and effort into it for all our sakes.
Well, maybe you don't have to.
What do you mean?
I've agreed to run the restaurant in Jackie's new club.
You've done what?
I decided it was a good move for us, and I've agreed to go in on it.
You mean that stupid lifestyle club nonsense that Jackie's going on about?
Yes, but it's not a nonsense. It's a very good concept, and it'll probably prove more lucrative than Grant's has ever been.
Oh, well, I can't understand how you've done it. Never mind why.
I've decided to sell Grant's.
You can't.
Of course I can.
I thought we'd discussed this.
No. I've been trying to discuss it with you for weeks, and you're too wrapped up in Grant's to know.
So this is my punishment for trying to make a success of our business. You are putting everything we've got in jeopardy. You are selling Grant's. So to go in with one of Jackie Dixon's pipe dreams.
Don't patronise me, Max. I think it's a sound investment with a good chance of success, and that's one of the reasons I've agreed to go in with her. The other reason is that your idea of us being partners is me to be the little woman at home looking after the children while you go out to the restaurant. Well, I'm sorry. It's not good enough.
I must be in his room.
What's up? You never seen liver before? It's absolutely beautiful. I always get mine from a little butcher's down in Dewbrook. Gonna do some onions with it, some nice sprouts. Will your friend be staying?
Hiya, I'm Mick from over the road.
I'm Mr. Moore from upstairs. Pleased to meet you.
Thanks for the offer, like, but I made other plans, you know.
OK. Oh, well, you're missing a real treat. Right, I'll get this chopped to make a start. I'll make sure it's ready so you two can eat before you leave for work.
What's the matter with you? Seems like a perfectly nice man. Nothing you can't handle on your own.
Thanks.
You got the Chianti?
Yeah.
Come on, then. Eat it all up before it gets cold.
Aren't you going to have any?
Oh, no, it's far too early for me. I'll have mine later.
Yeah, it's a bit too early for me as well, yeah.
Now, come on. You are not going to that chip shop on an empty stomach. Come on, give me your opinion. I'm glad you like it. Now, get it all eaten up. I've got a few things I need to do upstairs. You know. Enjoy your meal.
If you're so convinced there's nothing going on, then why won't you eat his cooking?
I just don't like liver, that's all.
I mean, you don't want to be a cannibal.
What if he clocks it?
I don't care. I'm not risking it, and I'm not sticking around here either. There's no way I'm living under the same roof as him. For all we know, that could have been his last landlord you've just had in your mouth. And there's no way I'm going to be in his next dish.
Still can't believe it. Suspended.
What else did you expect? As soon as an allegation has been made against the teacher, the head has no option but to suspend the person involved. It's as much for your own good as anything else.
All I wanted to do was to help the kid, and now look what's happened.
If you suspected she had drugs on her, why on earth did you search her yourself?
I just thought I'd be able to deal with it myself without getting into trouble with the school.
But instead you got yourself into much deeper trouble than she could have ever been in. I know you lost your son to drugs, but that doesn't give you the go-ahead to ignore all the procedures that we have and to appoint yourself as some kind of one-man drug squad.
I know I was wrong, but I just thought I'd be able to deal with it myself instead of dragging her in front of Mr. Thornton.
But instead it was you who ended up in front of him, with your future in the balance and your whole career under threat.
I thought she had drugs, so I tried to search her. And she's accused me of molesting her.
Drugs again. Why does everything in your life come back to drugs?
Next tonight, Mike Brewer puts a new car to the test by trying to drive 79 miles on 1 gallon of petrol. How? Find out in an electrifying Driven. This.
Have you seen Kylie's reading book? I just swore she left it on this couch.
Ah, it is.
Right. Oh, sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah, why? What's up?
I better get going.
Come on, Kylie, I've got it. And hurry up, we're going to be late.
Sorry. Do they have to bang that door every morning? Right. Nappies, bottle, got my change of clothes. I think that's everything. Come on, Jimmy, you're going to be keeping us late.
Yeah, you go on. I just want to finish this.
Well, can't you do that at school?
I don't want you getting into trouble for being late.
No, I won't. Go on, you go. I'm not teaching till second period.
Are you sure?
Yeah, everything's fine, go.
All right. Hey, don't work too hard.
Hey, don't leave them there. I don't want the other fella shouting again.
Where is he anyway, the lodger from hell?
He's gone back to work, thank God.
Couldn't get a wink of sleep last night. Kept on thinking he was going to come in and murder me.
Oh, don't be soft.
Oh, you've changed your tune, haven't you? Yesterday you was as scared as I am.
Look, we're just letting our imaginations run away with ourselves, that's all.
Oh, so you're not going to get rid of him?
What for? He hasn't done anything.
Yet.
Look, if he starts any funny business...
Oh, like boiling heads in the kitchen or something?
Oh, will you just pack it in, will you? Look, I'm not going to get rid of him for any old reason. And besides anything else, I need the money.
You need the money? What use is money when you can't spend it? You can't take it down there with you, you know.
Oh, look, just stop worrying, will you, and get off to work, all right?
Don't worry, I'm going. Don't want to stay here any longer than I have to.
Oh, God, Jimmy. You give me a heart attack, Dan.
Bit jumpy, aren't you? You fiddling the lack here, what?
Why aren't you at school?
I've been suspended.
What?
Only been at the place 2 minutes, haven't I? And they've kicked me out.
Is this what the headmaster said?
Oh, I still can't believe it. Do you know they've got me down as some sort of pervert? A dirty old man? I mean, you know, I've been some bad things in my time, Sinbad, but that...
Did you tell him about the drugs?
Oh, drugs. Don't talk to me about drugs. He didn't want to know.
Look, what this girl said, are you sure you didn't say anything to make her think...
Of course I didn't. What do you think I am?
OK, I'm just trying to point out that sometimes things get misinterpreted.
I've already told you. I was just searching her for drugs, that's all.
Well, why has she said this then? Has she just been malicious?
I don't know. She didn't want me to search her. I think she just panicked. She just sort of blurted it out.
Then she might change her story. Well, it's one thing accusing someone on the spur of the moment, but she's going to have to tell that story time and time again. Won't sit comfortable in the cold light of day.
I don't know what to do.
No, don't do anything. Stay calm, go home and see what happens.
Oh, hi, Warren. Max is at the restaurant. Well, he must have popped out. Is there anything I can help with? Oh, fine. Just getting used to motherhood again. Oh, well, that would be lovely. I can't remember the last time I went out. Tomorrow? Well, that would be fantastic. It's a bit short notice, though. Well, yes, I'll see what I can do. I'll try and get a hold of a babysitter. OK. Bye.
We're just taking these back to the video shop.
No, you're not.
I won't be long.
OK. Mick said we've both got to be here until he gets back. You're not leaving me to do all the work.
I'll have to pay an extra day's hire if I don't get them back.
Oh, and that's my problem, like? Look, the floor needs mopping and it's your turn to do it.
Do you want to lend them off me then? You can pay the extra money.
What are they?
Horror movies, they're dead scary.
Horror? No, thanks. I don't need to watch it, I'm living it.
What do you mean?
Sinbad's only gone and rented one of our rooms out to Hannibal Lecter.
You liar.
No, honest to God. This fella come for the interview and he was all normal at first. But you know when it come to moving in, he had these, like, coffin things with him.
Now I know you're lying.
No, honest to God. Well, it was a bit of an exaggeration, like, but he did have these big boxes and they were sort of coffins.
How does that make him Hannibal Lecter?
He tried to make me and Sinbad eat this big plate of liver that he got from his bedroom. Ask Sinbad if you don't believe me.
I thought Hannibal ate the bodies himself. What gave them away?
Don't believe me if you don't want to.
So how come you're still living there then?
If he stays, it won't be for much longer. I told Sinbad it's either him or me. So he's gonna have to give him the elbow, isn't he?
It's not that easy to get rid of tenants these days, you know.
How would you know?
Done a project about it in school. About tenant rights and all that stuff. You can't evict someone unless they've done something.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you woke up one morning and found that your kidney was missing, you'd have a pretty good case.
Ha ha.
All right, Pops. Have a look at this for us, will you, son? Gotta go to court again.
Summons? What for? Oh, it's that stupid carpet business. I thought you sorted that out ages ago.
Yeah, well, I thought if I just left it, it might go away, but no such luck.
Don't you think you're getting a bit too old to be getting in trouble with the law every 2 minutes? Ah, Jackie's gonna go spare, you know.
Yeah, all right, don't worry, I'll sort it.
I'm beginning to wonder whether you'll ever learn.
Oh, look who's talking. At least I'm on my way back up.
That doesn't look like it to me.
Hey, this is just a setback, sunshine. Life's thrown a lot worse than this at me, and I still come up smelling the roses. But look at me. I've got my health back, a new business under my belt, and a new woman on the horizon.
That is because you're jammy. My day'll come, you know.
Yeah, not before time, either. Michael, look at you, son. You're how old, and you still haven't got anything concrete behind you.
Look, don't worry about me, Dad. I'm sorted. I'm paying national insurance, tax, the lot, all legit. I'm sound. You're the one who should be worrying.
Yeah, but what about your social life, son?
I've got that sorted too. I've got my eye on someone. I'm going to make a move soon.
All right. Anyone I know?
Don't you be nosy. You've got enough to worry about with that.
Yeah, all right, all right.
All right, Mike. Get us a bottle of orange, will you?
How come you're not in work?
I am. One of the window frames in the solicitors is cracked.
Oh, I see. The perfect excuse to see Katie, eh?
Hey, I don't need an excuse, mate. Are you working later? Only I thought I might pop in.
Yeah. How come you're not seeing Katie?
No, she's gone chasing after that band again. Supposedly for Rachel.
Rachel?
Yeah, well, she wants to get off at one of them. At least that's what Katie's telling me.
Thanks. Ta-ra. Ah! You want a divvy, you? Is that supposed to scare me or something?
No, it's meant to make you laugh.
Yeah, and I don't find you funny. And if you don't mind, I'm trying to get on with my work.
Get on with your work. Thought my dad had walked in then. What are you getting on with?
I've just told you. I'm sick and tired of being in trouble all the time. I want to do something worthwhile for a change.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to get in God's good books just in case Mr. Moore murders you tonight. You're banking on that. It's never too late, there.
You know what? You're sick, you.
Have you just been back to ours?
No, I've been here all day. Why?
Could have sworn he heard noises upstairs when I went to have a look. There was no one there.
Don't think Hannibal got the sneak home, do you?
No, I'd have heard the door go when he came in. Must be hearing things again.
What do you mean again?
I thought he had something in the back garden last night. He must have been a firework.
Yeah, or him sussing out where he's going to bury us in the garden.
Don't you think that's a bit far-fetched?
It's not the first time it's happened on the close.
See? It happens around here all the time. There's no way I'm going back to the house tonight.
All right, let's not get carried away. I'll pop round later and have a proper look. Probably left the window upstairs open or something. See you later.
Oh, hi, love. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, he's fast asleep. Well, it gives you a bit of a break, doesn't it?
Oh, I should be so lucky. He'd be wide awake in a minute, screaming his head off.
They all have the moments, love. He'll grow out of it. He won't take a notice of me. I'm just feeling a bit sorry for myself.
Hey, there's no time for that when you're bringing up kids, you know.
Well, I know I shouldn't moan, but it really is like starting all over again. See, Matthew and Emily, they were little adults when we lost them. They were great company, especially when Max was away. We used to play Scrabble and Monopoly and tell each other stupid stories. I miss the sound of their laughter in the house.
Love, is there anything I can do?
Well, actually, there is. I'm desperate for a babysitter.
What? What, you mean me?
Well, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, well, when?
Tomorrow, if it's not too late notice.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, the money will come in handy.
Yeah, of course, I'll pay you.
Oh, all right. Well, just let me know when you want me.
Well, thank you, Jackie. I really appreciate that.
Oh, don't mention it. Well, we've had a bit of good fortune recently, you know, with Lindsay getting married and Jimmy's teaching job. I don't mind sharing it with someone else. You just go out and enjoy yourself, all right?
Great. Thanks, Jackie. I really appreciate it.
All right, Jack.
Hi, Finn.
Hey, Jimmy hasn't taken it too well, has he?
What?
Only been in the job 5 minutes and already he's been suspended.
Suspended?
I thought you knew. He told me he was going to tell you.
Me? Well, I'm always the last one to know about everything, aren't I? Just wait till I get my hands on him.
Hiya. Oh, you won't believe how much I paid for this material. I got it down the market.
Look, be great for the little bridesmaids' dresses, won't it? Exactly the same in town is double the price.
Sound.
Do you think that'll be enough?
No idea, love.
There's some good quality white shirts down there that'd do you for school. I was going to get you one, but I wasn't quite sure of your size. Dad, are you all right? How come you're not at school?
Because I've been suspended.
Suspended? What for?
I tried to search one of the pupils for drugs, and she accused me of trying to touch her up.
You walked straight into that.
Oh, all right. I don't need this. Already had it all off Sinbad.
Dad, it's the oldest trick in the book. Dad, why didn't you get a woman teacher to help with you?
I don't know. Look, it was just a heat of the moment thing. I was only trying to help.
Oh, helped yourself out of a job, more like.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. Written me off already, have you?
Haven't it? Oh, I just think you've been really stupid, that's
Yes,
all.
I know, Lindsay. But I'm telling you, I am going to get it sorted. And before your mother finds out.
Too late, Jimmy. I've already found out.
That's it. I'm out of here. You coming? We've got to wait for Lindsay to come in.
Well, it doesn't take two of us to do that. I'm gonna drop these videos off and then I'm going home.
I'd rather stay here anyway. It's much safer.
Oh, you're not still going on about that, are you?
It's all right for you. You don't have to share a house with a psycho.
Sinbad's not that bad.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
There's got to be some perks of being the boss's son.
Put that back.
You're joking, aren't you?
You can't just help yourself to cans. The stock will go down, then Muggins will get blamed for it.
You're like an old woman, you. Always moaning.
Sinbad had no business telling you. I told him in confidence.
How do you think you're going to keep something like this secret, Jimmy? It's going to be all over the papers, for God's sake.
I never touched her.
Mum, will you just listen to what my dad's got to say?
What is it with you and this girlie? All you've been going on about is Susan. Well, something's going on, Jimmy, or you wouldn't have been suspended.
Well, if I can get a word in.
What? So you can tell me another lie? What was it you said to me this morning, Jimmy? Oh, everything's fine, love.
I am not lying.
She went home in your coat, didn't she? What was all that about?
It was pouring with rain. Oh, well, I give up. If my own wife doesn't believe me.
I didn't say I didn't believe you.
You don't have to. Your face says it all.
Mum, you're not being fair. All right, he's been a bit of an idiot, but...
A bit of an idiot? Well, that's putting it mildly. I don't know what to believe.
I told you. I thought she had drugs, so I tried to search her. And she's accused me of molesting her.
Drugs again? Why does everything in your life come back to drugs?
Oh. She hasn't been in school at all, then? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, all right, Karen, yeah. You keep us posted, eh? Let me know if there's any news. Right. See ya.
Well, what did she say?
Wasn't much she could say. Susan Clark hasn't been in school.
What does that mean?
Well, what do you think it means? It means she hasn't been at school.
Oh, just have to see what happens, eh?
Oh, I know what's going to happen. We're going to be hounded out of here like criminals. Our lives won't be our own. I can just see it now, spread right across the newspapers.
It won't come to that.
Of course it will. You see this sort of thing in newspapers all the time, Jimmy. They're waiting for it. Bad news sells.
She's right, Dad.
Look, it'll be all right. I am going to go down to that school and I am going to get it sorted before it comes to that.
Oh, no, you are not. You don't go anywhere near her. Don't you think you're in enough trouble already?
I'm not talking about going to see Susan Clark. It's her supplier I'm interested in. He's going to be outside those school gates, peddling his poison to some other poor kid.
Well, let someone else deal with it then. You're just going to make things even worse, Jimmy. Don't you go anywhere near that school. Now, do you hear me?
Pint of lager, please, Michael. You're Jessie Shadwick's grandson, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do us a favour, will you? That's what she does with all my dusters. She goes through them like there's no tomorrow.
You probably see her before I do. And I hardly see you, Pops, then you're in twice in one day. What's up, has Anthea dumped you or something?
Hey, me and Anthea are doing fine, thank you very much. I've just popped in for a quiet pint and a read of me paper, if that's all right with you, like.
Did you manage to sort all that other business out?
All in good time, Michael. All in good time. Dusters.
I hate to say this, but even my fella's having more luck pulling the birds than I am. He's got himself a new woman.
You know how it goes, mate. You've either got it or you haven't.
Yeah, you certainly have.
How do you mean?
What do you think I'm soft?
What are you going on about?
Katie and Katrina.
Yeah, and what about them?
Well, do I have to spell it out for you?
And what, like? Look, you're not going to tell either of them, are you?
Well, what do you think I am? My lips are sealed. Look, trust me, I'm a barman. I'm used to keeping secrets.
Thanks, Sinbad. Fine friend you are, aren't you, eh? Why'd you have to go and tell my missus?
I'm sorry, mate, it just came out anyway. You said you were going to tell her.
Yeah, in my own time.
Well, you can't have something as serious as that happen to you and expect to keep it to yourself.
It's all being kept under wraps at the school until they do the investigation and that.
I've told you once, a juicy piece of gossip like that is going to be round that school like wildfire.
Yeah, well, I can sort it, OK?
People always find out sooner or later. I mean, you just be glad that it was me that told her and not some stranger with a paintbrush and come and daub it all over your garage door. Well, remember the stick the Collins has got over there, Gordon being gay? And what about Mick Johnson over Gladys? There's always some head case ready to have a go, Jimmy. You know that.
Oh, where are you, Max? Oh, hello, Warren. It's Susanna. You know that earlier offer to go out for dinner? Well, does it still stand? Oh, great. Well, in that case, we will be joining you. Yes. Right, wait to hear from you. OK, looking forward to it. Bye.
What's happening?
Nothing. I haven't heard anything for a while. He must have gone to bed.
Why are we whispering?
Go up and check.
I've had enough of barn pots for one day.
If you're certain there's nothing to worry about, go up and check.
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't go back out then.
Where to?
I don't know. I don't care.
Well, don't be soft.
Well, I can't relax with him in the house. I won't be able to sleep.
Hang on. Just... I'll tell you what. Just stay here for tonight. And if you're still not happy in the morning, I'll sort it.
You mean you get rid of him?
I said I'll sort it.
What time do you call this? Oh, and you've been drinking. Oh, really, Max?
Only a couple. Look, I really am sorry, darling. I got caught up with this wine rep and, well, he just came in on the off chance, and you know how it is.
Yes, I know how it is, all right. Once again, I'm left holding the baby. I'm beginning to feel like a one-parent family.
That's a bit strong. How's it been, anyway?
Very good, actually. The past couple of hours. I hope he behaves this well for Jackie.
Jackie Dixon? What do you mean?
No, Jackie Corkill. She's offered to look after him when we go out tomorrow.
Jackie Corkill? You're joking.
No, Max, I'm not.
Oh, she's got a baby of her own to care for.
That's why she's ideal. She'll know all the problems to look for. Not that there will be any. We're only going out for a meal.
Jackie Corkill? Honestly, Susanna, you could have done a bit better than that.
At short notice? No. Oh, you don't really mind, do you? I'm desperate for a break.
Oh, put it like that, I suppose I have no choice.
So you don't mind, then?
Just this once. And because I know you'll probably strangle me if we don't go.
Were you not kidding? When Warren rang, I just jumped at the chance.
Warren?
He rang earlier. He wants us to go out for a foursome with him and Faye.
Why?
Oh, no special reason. No problem, is there?
No, not at all.
What are you doing? You're trying to give me a heart attack.
Just thought I'd come and talk to you.
This time? What are you doing?
Listen to that.
What the hell's he doing?
Go and see.
You're joking, aren't you? Here, give us a hand with this. Come on. Push. Push. Push it, go on. Go on, boy. There. He won't get him with that in the way. God, what am I doing?
Can I sleep with you tonight?
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to, doesn't it? Here, you get down the bottom end.
What, do I have to?
Yes, you have to. Go on, hurry up. God, this must be a nightmare.
Have you been, Dad?
Went for a walk. Just needed some fresh air, you know. Is your mother gone up?
Yeah, just now. She won't be asleep yet.
I know she won't be asleep. She'll be like me. She won't have a wink of sleep until all this nonsense is over and done with. I can't believe I let it happen.
Yeah, well, just don't go doing anything stupid.
It's too late for that, love. What I've got to do now is sort things out. And fast.
Dad, you heard what my mum said. You're only going to make things worse.
It couldn't get any worse.
Well, it will if you start taking things into your own hands. If you want to win, you've got to play by their rules. You know that. You're the one that told me.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, and hope that Susan Clark doesn't turn up for my trial like Gary didn't turn up for yours. There is only one person who can get me out of all of this, love, and that's me.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. But I can't just sit here while my whole life's being destroyed, Lindsay. I have got to try and clear my name.
Just promise me you won't do anything hasty.
I'm not stupid. Love, I'm innocent. And I've got to do something. Because I'm telling you, if I don't, I stand to lose everything. Can you send an ambulance to Cromdale Road, please?
We've got to find out what he's doing in that bedroom.
We're going to walk out of there, Mr. and Mrs. Phelan, and nothing is going to stop us.
Lisa Tarbuck's back with a twist next tonight. Not she's got to have it, but he's got to have it, as she decamps in Nottingham and dispenses a trio of merry men to track down a suitable suit.
Jackie? Oh, hi, love. Hi. Are you all right to babysit tonight still?
Oh, yeah, Jimmy's minding Carly and William for me. Now, do you want me round for 6:30?
The table's booked for 7, isn't it?
Yeah, we're meeting for a drink in Barbrookie first, then we're going to grab a cab down to the Albert Dock together.
So 6:30 be all right?
Lovely. All right, love.
Are you sure about Jackie Corker babysitting? I mean, is she reliable?
Of course she is.
And what about trustworthy? The last Corker we had in our house, on their own, was Jimmy. He helped himself to the video, amongst other things.
Oh, that was ages ago. They've really cleaned up their act since then. I mean, he's a teacher now. He's totally respectable.
Yeah, but are you comfortable about Harry being with Jackie? I mean, he hardly knows her.
Harry will be as comfortable with her as he will be with anyone. And let's face it, he's seen more of Jackie recently than you.
Oh, is my mum now?
You better get here soon. We've got to be at the church in an hour.
Hiya.
Where's my dad?
I thought he'd be here already.
No, he hasn't shown up yet.
He's ready for another coffee?
No, thanks. As soon as Jimmy gets here, we're getting off. I'm going to the church for the wedding rehearsal.
Listen, Mike, you haven't changed your mind about doing the video for the wedding, have you?
Linz, I'd love to help you, but I haven't got the gear anymore, and it costs a bomb to wire it out. Look, what you're better off doing is getting someone with a camcorder. You save yourself a fortune.
We'd rather it was done properly, Mike.
It's going to set you back getting a pro, you know.
Well, that's why we wanted to use you.
I'm sorry, mate. No can do.
Oh, where's my dad? He's dead late.
Do you think he would have gone straight there?
Well, if he had, I wish he'd have told us.
We've got 5 minutes, then we've got to get off.
Look, I'll have a word with him when the time's right. But up to now, all he's done is he's been a bit noisy and he's put a padlock on the door. It's hardly grounds for booting him out, is it?
By the time you do, it'll be too late. We'll both be up there in boxes, waiting to be chopped up.
Does this belong to either of you? I found it in the bath, along with a tide mark worthy of the River Mersey.
Oh, sorry, that might have been me. I meant to clean the bath out when I'd finished, but I must have got distracted.
Yes. Well, in future, please leave the bathroom how you would like to find it yourself.
That's it. I'm not staying in this house with him one more night.
Oh, look, he's just a bit different, that's all. You're paranoid.
Oh, I'm paranoid? Well, how come we've been sleeping with a big chest of drawers wedged up against the bedroom door all night?
Well, because the door keeps opening and it's thrifty.
We can't go on like this. We've got to find out what he's doing in that bedroom before we both go off our heads. Or lose him.
I'll kill him. It's turning into a disaster. My dad's gone missing, the best man can't make it. And now you're panicking about being late for the Farnhams. This is the rehearsal. What's the actual wedding going to be like?
Oh, no, love, no. It's better to get these mishaps over today, isn't it? And then everything will run smoothly on your big day.
Dad won't let us down for the wedding. I know he won't. Frankie said she was really sorry.
How come you spoke to his girlfriend?
Well, I didn't have his mobile number with me, so I tried Frankie to see if he was with her.
Look, you knew her number.
Yeah. Well, he's always around there with her, you know. Anyway, she said he would have definitely been here if he hadn't got stuck at this other job. He left a message at the salon, but I'd obviously already left.
Well, I'm going to be late back for the Farnhams, you know, and it's a shame because they're going out with their friends and all.
Mum, you've got our William to worry about and Carly. Yet you're still putting yourself out for the Farnhams. You must be mad.
Oh, no, but I don't mind. And I feel quite sorry for Susanna, you know, because she's finding it really hard to cope with her little one, and she's got the other one on the way.
It's what she wanted.
Yeah, no, but I don't mind helping out. Mind you, the way things are going, she'll be cursing me.
Do you think my dad's forgotten?
No way. He'll be up to something. Just when everything's going fine, he goes and gets himself suspended from the school, which makes me wonder what else he's been getting up to. Did he say anything to you about where he was going?
No, of course not. Right, I think we'd better get inside and see what we can do with just the three of us.
OK, John, let's have a look at the question.
Do you have to have that thing blasting out? I'm trying to have a little nap upstairs.
Sorry, I'll tell it now.
I'll be going out shortly. You can have it as loud as you like then.
Cheeky meth. It's all right for him to keep us awake, lugging dead bodies around all night.
Or would you change the record? I'm as sick of you as I am of him.
Hey, this could be our chance.
Chance for what?
To sneak into his room.
Go away, he'll go mad if he finds out.
He won't. That padlock on his door's a combination lock. All we've got to do is guess the code and let ourselves in.
Yeah, and how long will that take?
Not long. People always use familiar codes like 123 or 321.
We'll be there all night.
We won't. Bet you I know what his code is. 6, 6, 6.
How about 999? Because that's what he'll be ringing if he finds out, and he could. Just because it's my house doesn't mean I can go barging into his room. He does have rights, you know.
Forget all that. This could be our only chance to find out what he gets up to.
Oh, forgot to speak to the Virgin about paying for the organist. I'll see you in a sec.
Oh, OK. I'm glad we changed the wedding to here.
Yeah, the Farnhams will start panicking if I'm not there by 6:30. I'm going to be dead late.
Mum, it's their hard lines. It's not your fault, it's my dad's.
Well, let's hope he turns up on the 13th to give you away.
He will. I just hope we remember all the instructions on the day.
Listen, what you've got to remember is just repeat everything properly and speak clearly.
Camille, I have done it before, although it was a big mistake. This feels like my proper wedding. Last time wasn't for real, it was just two stupid kids playing at getting married.
You sure you're doing the right thing this time?
How can you say that? Me and Peter are committed to each other. This is the real thing.
Well, I'm sure that's all very true for Peter, but I'm still not convinced that if Barry Grant pops up, you won't just fall to bits and run off.
How many times? Mum, Barry is history. Peter is the future. We're going to walk out of there Mr. and Mrs. Phelan, and nothing is going to stop us.
As long as you're 100% sure.
I am.
Just hope your father turns up to this wedding because he missed your last one.
My dad's a different person than the Torag he was then. Last time I was too ashamed to have him at my wedding, but this time I couldn't be prouder to have him given me away.
Even though he's let you down today?
Well, whatever he's doing must be important.
You do know where he is, don't you?
No, I don't, I swear.
But you know more than you're cracking on. You don't think it's business with school, do you? You know, and that girl.
I honestly don't know where he is. But what I do know is he would have been here if he could.
No, it's a neighbour who's supposed to be babysitting, but I knew it was a mistake. But Susanna, she was adamant.
Perhaps I should go around and wait with Susanna.
No, there's no need for that face. She'll be along in a minute.
Worrying about childcare, something you and I have never had to do, hey, Sugar?
Oh, thank goodness. Though I'm sure if there were babysitters for golf clubs, you'd be the first to employ one.
You're probably right. You and I should get out for a round again soon. It's been ages since we played.
I'm sure Max has got much better things to do with his time than hit a silly little ball around the countryside.
Pity. You were really keen once.
No time these days. Hi.
Hey, Max. You off out for the evening?
Yes, going out for a meal, trying this new place down on the Albert Dock. I don't think you've met Warren and Faye Spence. This is Jackie Dixon.
Hiya, pleased to meet you. You're Max's solicitor, then?
That's right.
Thought I recognised the name.
So, you having some work done?
Well, you know what it's like in this game. I have to do a revamp every few years to keep ahead of the game.
You're not getting Greg involved?
Well, I sent him the tender stuff, but he didn't come back to me. Anyway, enjoy your meal. Thanks.
So that's the famous Jackie Dixon then, eh?
You never mentioned anything about her being so attractive, Max.
Didn't I? Strictly business relationship.
Right, I'm off. I'll probably be quite late, so I'll see you in the morning.
Sure. Come in.
Hold your horses. Let's just give him a chance to get where he's going.
What do you think we'll find up there?
I think. I hope.
We could even end up with that post-traumatic stress thingy. If we find anything too horrible up there.
Ah, no. No, please.
on me head. No, Tim, don't do that. Oh, shit. Oh, that's great, isn't it? You've knackered it now. Come on, let's have a look. You know we've already been in now, hasn't he?
Come on, Susan. Come on. Come on, wake up. Come on. Ambulance service, please. Yeah, can you send an ambulance to Cromdale Road, please? I don't know the number. It's a brown front door, first floor flat. It's a young girl. I think she's overdosed. Look, tell them to hurry, will you? I think she's in a bad way. Never mind my name. Just do it, will you? All right, Susan. All right. You'll be all right. I'll see you're all right. Just hang on.
Weird. The Robbins Review. Wrexham versus Bolton Wanderers, November 1985. He isn't a serial killer. He's a Wrexham supporter. No wonder he was being so secretive.
There's thousands of these, all going back years.
Tell you what, he's going to kick off when he finds out we've been in here.
At least now we know he won't kill us.
Yeah? Wouldn't be so sure.
I've just had to phone Barry and tell him that I bid 20 grand more for the church hall and I should have.
What did he have to say about that?
Well, what do you think? He wasn't very impressed. He reckons I was mad to spend that much, and I'll have to find the extra money to make up the difference.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't regret it. I reckon it's well worth it. And the way it's looking, I think this new club is going to be a big success, which is why you should be getting in there.
Well, you still haven't told us what it's going to cost.
Well, Barry's got 2 quotes from Hairdressing Chain so far.
Well, how much?
Oh, 15 grand. And it could be more.
What? But Peter's already a partner in the salon.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't work like that.
Is this you or Barry?
Neither. It's economics. Look, you talk it over between you. See you later.
Money-grabbing bitch.
Oh, come on, Linz, it's business. And she's just dropped 20 grand on the cost of buying a place.
Well, that's her choice.
No, she'll get it back somewhere. Anyway, never mind that. Has your mum heard anything?
She was furious. My dad phoned our Val and left a message while we were at the church to say he was sorry for not showing up.
Why? What's he been doing?
Well, he didn't say. Just that it was dead important.
Wrexham versus Newport County. 8 folds, condition fair, current value around £11.
Over a tenner for a tatty old programme.
It would be worth considerably more if it were in mint condition.
We thought we heard the burglar, so...
Yes, so we kicked the door in, but we must have imagined it.
Please do not insult my intelligence, Mr. Sweeney. You have betrayed my trust. I'll be moving out straight away.
There's no need to move out.
Oh. I had hoped I would be happy living here. Usually when I move into somewhere new, I wait. I wait before I unpack my collection. I felt I'm among kindred spirits. I was looking forward to showing you my programmes, hoping you might be interested. I'd even thought of inviting you both down to the racecourse ground. There's a reserve game coming up. I thought we could all go together.
Well, we still could. It sounds great, doesn't it?
I don't think so. Not now.
Look, we're really sorry, honest.
Could you leave me alone now, please? I I want to start getting my things together. But please, just go.
So when will the refurb be done by?
The end of next week, I hope.
It's weird the way things work out, isn't it? I mean, my dad's caught for this Anthony one. Me and you are still single.
Yeah, well, I'm quite happy that way, thanks. Though I get the feeling you've got your eye on someone.
Me? Nah.
Oh, come off it. I've seen the way you've been behaving lately. And you've started wearing your best aftershave for work when a certain person's working.
What are you talking about?
Mate, you can play dumb all you like, but I reckon you're still holding the torch for Rachel.
Rachel, she's a mate.
Oh, yeah, just good friends, eh?
Yeah.
You can just stop me laughing or I'll burst. Well, it says you like reading Max's dessert as well as your own.
No, you two look like you had a good time.
Oh, we had, and the meal was wonderful. Yes, and the wine wasn't too bad either. Oh, excuse me, I must use the toilet.
Oh, it's good to see you looking so happy and relaxed.
I didn't realise how much I needed a good night out. Fayamore are two of our oldest friends. It's so long since we've been out with them.
You deserve it. Look, I hate to talk business now, but well, how's Max come to terms with your involvement in the new place?
Well, actually, he was annoyed with me at first because I acted on it without consulting him, but now he seems quite enthusiastic about it.
So there's no problem then?
No! Everything's just great. I think I need to pay a visit as well. Excuse me.
White wine and that's the two brown. You gonna manage? You gonna manage? You do that. I've lost a good lodger there now because of you and your stupid imagination.
Oh, come off it. You were suspicious too.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to find someone else now, aren't I? And quick. Tell you what, I don't care who it is next time. Jack the Ripper can have that room as long as he keeps up with his rents.
That's the last lot. Now, I'll be back in the next few days to dismantle and collect my shelving and my furniture.
You don't have to go, you know. We really want you to stay.
No, I've arranged somewhere to stay for the next few nights. Then I'll have to look for somewhere new. Have you got my deposit, please?
That's a cheque for the full amount you gave me before you moved in.
Right. I'll be off then.
See ya.
Bye, Timothy. Mr. Sweeney.
We really are sorry, you know.
Aye.
Are you going to finish off that story you were telling us in the restaurant?
Oh.
About those neighbours of yours?
Well, it really has got everything. Incest, rekindled affairs, children reunited with long-lost parents, tragedy. They're not in here, are they?
No, we won't be seeing them again, no. Eleanor just walked out on Ollie and left him to fend for himself. Now, he's gone off travelling with his son. Well, hopefully he'll be able to pull himself together.
He really has been through it.
It was the affair between Marcus and Eleanor that really caused all the trouble.
I'm having trouble keeping up with who's who.
Yeah, well, you would. When we're in the cinema, he's exactly the same. I have to constantly remind him who all the characters are.
No, you don't. Well, not always, anyway.
That's when we do go to the cinema. Soon, I think the only way I'll get to see the latest film is if they put a driving range in there.
You're still playing a lot of golf then, Warren?
Most weekends, and he's forever going off on golf trips, here, there and everywhere.
What's with this sudden downer on my golf? You never usually complain. In fact, half the time you seem glad to be getting me out of the house.
Now, no fighting. Wait till you get home.
Yes, I agree. Come on, let's have another drink. In fact, if we play our cards right, Jackie might let us have a neighbour.
Oh, a lock-in? Great.
Is that all you two think about?
It's certainly all Warren thinks of these days. You know what I mean?
You want to watch him on all these golf trips. He might have a secret mistress. Well, then again, you can always rush in a toy boy when he's away.
If only.
You blushing their face, Spence?
Of course not. I wouldn't know what to do with a toy boy.
Look, when the other two get back from the toilet, you see them out. I'll just go and have a check round.
Yeah, OK.
Why don't we have another one? Jackie Corker won't mind us being a bit late. Besides, you kept me waiting long enough before.
I think they want us to go.
Oh, I've had a great night. No, we should do this more often. The four of us used to go out together all the time. I promise you, when we open our new restaurant, you two will be our guests of honour.
Not here. It's too risky.
Sorry, I can't help it. You know what I'm like.
I'll see you next week at the finery, yeah? And I'll make out that I'm working late or something.
If they split up, I might end up being the one dumped on by ending up well and truly holding the baby.
The only way that fella is gonna get done is if I do it.
That's all next week here on 4, with lunchtime repeats at 12:30. Now, Rachel's about to reveal more than she'd planned. Friends is coming up next on 4.
Can you tell me how Susan Clark is, please? No, I'm not a relative. I'm one of her teachers. Just want to know how she is. Right, thanks.
Casey, you know when you know something about someone that you should really tell someone else, but you know that someone would go ballistic if they ever found out? Well, do you think you should tell them? You what? When you know a secret that could wreck someone's marriage, should you just pretend that you know nothing? Who are you talking about? Max.
Hey, what are you doing in here, pervert?
You what?
Shouldn't you be hanging around swimming pools or amusement arcades?
Dad, don't.
And what are you doing letting the likes of him in here?
Will you just leave it?
Leave it? What is it, eh? You kill little boys and grope little girls?
Hey, one more word out of you.
Now, look, I don't want any trouble.
Yeah, well, get him out of here, then.
It's all right, love. I wouldn't want to breathe the same air as this narrow-minded, two-faced bigot.
What are you...
Mrs. Humphreys.
She's the old bat. Calling us perverts.
Well, what did you expect when you said you wanted to look in her room every week?
You know what I meant. Wanted to see if she had any weird hobbies like that nutty Mr. Moore.
Who turned out to be all right, as it happened. We're never going to find a lodger at this rate, are we? Who's next on the list?
Has your dad said any more about why he missed the wedding rehearsal?
No, I haven't seen him. Mind you, he's every right to be moody since he got suspended.
Moody I can cope with. It's his disappearing tricks that bother me.
You better get off to Suzanne and her grands. I kept waiting long enough the other night.
I'm off.
What's up?
Oh, don't be so stupid. Everywhere I go, people are calling me a pervert.
What? Who?
I didn't do anything. I was just trying to help that girl.
Who's been saying this?
Dixon.
Oh, you might have known.
That new Mark, you're not listening to him, are you?
And where did you see him?
On my way back to school, I thought I might have seen Susan Clark hanging around somewhere, you know.
Jimmy, you're supposed to be staying away from here.
Yeah, I know that. But I need to talk to her. Well, don't you want me to keep trying to clear me name?
Yes, of course we do, but we just think you should be more careful, that's all.
What if she starts accusing you again?
She won't.
Oh, well, I give up. Risking all kinds when your daughters get married.
Look, I want her to know what it's like to be out there walking round with everyone calling you a perv. If I can.
See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when my dad goes off on one like that. So, you're sure Max was actually snogging this woman? I do know when two people are snogging, you know. And it wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. They were... Oh, I don't know. What a pig. Hey, you're a fine one to talk about two-timing. You're quite happy seeing Jason, regardless of that Katrina still being around.
No, Jason and Katrina aren't married, and they haven't been through what the Farnhams went through, so don't be comparing me to him. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get back. That snoozy solicitor's coming over at lunch.
Still no decision on what they're doing with it, then?
They keep saying they're assessing things. In the meantime, Muggins here keeps taking messages.
So, should I tell Susanna or not?
I don't know, really. I'm just glad I don't have to make the decision.
Go on, then. Let's hear it.
Oh, nothing, you know. Looking forward to my daughter's wedding. Wondering whether her father's going to be there. Or whether he's going to be off out somewhere, you know, getting involved in some drugs business with school kids.
That's not going to happen. Of course I'm going to be there.
Didn't turn up at the wedding rehearsal, did you? You've been in and out the house ever since. Not saying where you're going. Or who you're going to see. Do you know, I really thought things were looking up in this house, Jimmy. And now I've got that same feeling in my stomach. You're up to something, aren't you? I'll know it.
OK, love, you're not wrong. There is something going on that's been taking me a bit of time to sort out. I didn't want to tell you any of this, cause I knew how worried you'd get. One of the lads who used to run with our Frankie, he's been on my back. You know, wanting to put in a few old favours, like, so-called. Well, he's wanting me to come in on this big job he's got lined up.
But you were tempted.
Well, we've got a wedding to pay for, haven't we? All this redecorating. All kinds. I mean, anyone would be tempted. You know, sort of money he was offering, like 15 grand for an hour's work. I mean, that's more than I could earn a whole year of teaching now.
But you're definitely not doing it.
No.
And you promise me this fella won't be troubling us again.
On our little Jimmy's grave.
Oh, thanks for the lift.
No problem. I'm just glad we managed to get everything settled for the reception.
So am I.
Oh, still raining.
Oh, you've been brilliant. I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
Oh, I'm excited just thinking about it. I love weddings.
It's not long since you remarried, is it?
No. I suppose I still qualify technically as a newlywed.
I'll let you get on then, Susanna. Thank you very much.
Oh, I think there's someone waiting for you. Bye. Don't get wet.
Hiya. Hiya, babe. Do you miss me?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, are you needed in the chippy for the next hour or so?
No.
Oh, right, come with me.
Is this what I think it is?
Oh, you'll have to wait and see.
Oh, I'm freezing here.
Chance of a defrost tonight. You better get out there and cover your plants and things, lad.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Mr. O'Brien.
Alec, please.
Oh, sorry. It's just that, well, the previous tenant we had was...
Made us call him Mister all the time.
Not me, son. I'm not one for standing on ceremony.
Right, so, Alec, well, I was just going to say, your references seem fine.
I'd like to think so.
And you're on your own, yeah?
That's right. Ever since my wife Ellen died. That was 30 years ago now.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Lost her to the big sea.
Oh, did she drown or something, yeah?
Sorry, Alec. The big C is cancer.
Oh, sorry.
Still, life has to go on, doesn't it? She was a grand lady, Helen. But I'm finding the flat a bit too big to rattle around in these days. Gets a bit lonely, you see.
And you used to be a postman, I see.
Started it when Helen went. That was about...
30 years ago, you said before.
I'm working for a delivery firm now. And they're sorting of us. Sovereign meal for retirement, which is probably why I'm thinking the flat's a bit too big now.
You got any weird hobbies?
How do you mean, weird?
Hey, what Mr. O'Brien does in his own time is his business, all right. Well, I don't see why not. So if you want the room, it's yours.
Oh, great. Hey, is there any chance you may have a look at it first, though?
Yeah, Tim will give you the guided tour.
Do we have to tip him when he's finished?
Only a month's rent in advance first, like.
Oh, no bother, lad, no bother. Listen, is this it up the wood mill?
Yeah, just go to the... Hey. Seems okay, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's sound. Loads better than that loser, Mr. Moore.
We had such a great time when we came in here the other night. I haven't laughed so much in ages.
Well, that's good.
Faye can be such a tease when she gets going.
Yeah, she seemed really nice.
Just being among adults again, it was really good for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a blessing to be able to spend so much time with Harry. But it's so easy to forget your marriage, you know, when there's a new baby on the scene. Poor Max, he's had to put up with me whinging on, but it can really get to you, a baby crying hour after hour.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll manage. So, is Harry okay?
He's fine, but exhausting. I've left him with Jessie Shadwick. She seems to have got a real way with him. I don't know what it is about that woman. Anyway, we had a great night the other night, and it made me think a little bit more about Max, and I think it's time I came up with some sort of a treat for him. Some sort of a special present or a few days away. Oh, he deserves it after all he's had to put up with. Anyway, I mustn't keep you. Bye. Bye.
Did you have to sit there like some flaming big vulture watching me slowly die? That's what happened. She just went on about what a great friend Faye is and about Max being the best thing in her life and how wonderful he is.
So you didn't tell her?
I couldn't. I mean, I thought about it, yeah. But when it came down to it, I just couldn't face up to being the one who destroys her life.
Cheers, thanks.
Hey, this isn't what I was expecting.
Well, I got you there. Come on.
Was it just me? It's getting really cold out.
Now it's getting soft. Must be that cushy office job. I can't wait for the winter, me. All those lovely burst pipes to mend.
Yeah, we'll make sure our house is checked out.
I'll put our Jason on that. He loves crawling around his fiberglass. So, how does it feel to be giving birth to a top-class athlete?
Hasn't really quite sunk in yet. But do you think we should get her a present, you know, sort of well-done thing?
Yeah. You better keep in a good books and all. Can I help you, mate?
Excuse me interrupting. My name's Alec O'Brien, prospective lodger at number 8.
Oh, yeah, and?
I was hoping you might tell me a little bit about the landlord and his mate, you know, the youngster.
Oh, Sinbad and Tim?
That's right. They sound as though they come out of the Wizard of Oz with names like that.
Well, Sinbad's a fairly neighbourly source, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right, but well, I wouldn't like to comment on the lad's past.
You just have.
That's it, son.
Do you feel better now, eh?
Oh, God, I feel terrible. Help me.
It's gonna be all right, love. We're gonna look after you now, won't we, eh?
Help me then, please.
If your mother ever finds out.
Too late.
Hello? How are you, love? No, not back yet. Yeah? OK, you're the files, yeah. Yeah, I will crack on with the extension. Yeah, see you, love.
Hey, he's here.
Right. Sorry to keep you. Just been having a few words with some of your neighbours.
Oh, right. So, how did we do then?
Pretty fair. You came out all right. Mind you, I heard this fella had a bit of a past.
You from? Oh, was it that building, the spoon-headed son?
Hey, don't panic, lad. I'm a grandad, which means I'm a bit longer in the tooth than some of your neighbours. And I know how easy it is for teenagers to get bad press. We've all done a few things we like to forget.
Sound?
What sorts of things are you trying to forget, then?
This and that. We were all young once, eh? Look, still after all that, if it's all right with you out there, I'd like to take the room.
You're in?
Good man.
Right, get the kettle up. Gasp.
I'm not surprised you haven't shut up since we left town.
Oh, we're getting married. We've got a million things to talk about. Want it to be perfect, yeah?
And it will be.
You two looking pleased with yourselves?
We got the rings.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
I'll put the kettle.
Were you off?
I'm just going to borrow some white spirit for you, Mum.
Look, you've been off inside your own head for days now. What's going on?
Nothing.
Dad, I'm not as soft as my mum. And whatever it is, I don't have to tell her.
Look, Lindsay, this is just between us two, right? I saw someone the other day. The scum that murdered your brother.
And?
Well, I don't need to tell you what I'd like to do to him.
No, you don't, because I'd do the same. But not in the same week I was getting married, though. I'd leave it for now, and so should you.
Yeah, I know I should wait. But every day he's walking free. It's just a day too long.
Yeah, but little Jimmy wouldn't want it to get in the way of the wedding, though, would he? When he was little, he used to hate it when Christmases and birthdays got ruined.
Yeah, I know. Because I was off getting up to all kinds. Love, I let him down when he was alive. I am not going to let him down again.
Yes, but you don't have to do anything this week, though, do you?
I've got to find him yet. And for me to find him, I need to speak to Susan Clark. Only she's lying in the flaming hospital.
How come?
Oh, deed.
Keep out of it. Dad, I know how much it means for you to clear your name, but I'm telling you, just leave it at that for now. The other fella can wait. You've got too much to lose now. You're a teacher, for God's sake. All that druggy stuff's behind you. Just promise me, after all the effort it's taken to organise this wedding, you are going to be there, aren't you?
Of course I'll be there. By your side, walking up the aisle. I'm really looking forward to it.
Not as much as me.
I'm sorry about before, love, but sometimes that corking.
I know, Dad, but it won't do your heart much good, will it?
I suppose not. And I suppose all this is for Lindsay Corkill's wedding due.
Yeah, well, I prefer to think about it as pieces.
Yeah, but I know one regular who won't be here on the night. Yours truly.
I know. I've already accounted for that in my financial projections. So, you off out with Anthea tonight, then?
Yeah.
Oh, got a real think about it, haven't you?
Yeah, well, we've known each other a long time as well, you know.
No? Go on.
Go on, what?
Well, tell me. How far have you got?
Jacqueline, do I quiz you about your love life?
Well, have you kissed her yet?
Look, I've got this estimate to do for this woman in Gattaca. I'll see you later, OK?
See you later. Oh, freezing here. What's going on? I've just found the most perfect way to get rid of his hair in the future. It's brilliant.
Well, at least it'll take your mind off Max and Susanna, eh?
Oh, thanks, Katie. You certainly know to take the buzz out of life.
Sorry, but sitting in that office by myself isn't exactly the best way to get a buzz going.
Still no news on your new bosses, then?
Oh, well, they said someone would be back over this week. I don't think they expected Alma to get off as fast as she did.
Well, who did?
You gonna come to this gig with us tomorrow night, then?
Might take my mind off Max and Susanna for 5 minutes, mightn't it?
It's really got to you, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Do you know, I came so close to just blurting it out to her before.
I don't know why you didn't.
I've already told you, because I can't face being responsible for breaking up the marriage.
But if it broke up, it'd be Max's fault, not yours. You'd just be doing what any decent friend should, stopping Susanna being made a fool of.
I wish it was as easy as just telling her. But imagine what she might do if she finds out that something is going on between Max and that Faye one.
Yeah, she'd dump him.
Yeah, and it's not really her baby, is it? It's mine and Max's. Little Harry is still legally mine, remember? If they split up, I might end up being the one dumped on by ending up well and truly holding the baby.
Bring those jeans down when you've changed. She had a jelly face at Val's. Oh, let me see. Oh, they're beautiful. Look at me. What am I going to be like in church?
Oh, it's going to look fabulous when you're in your dress.
Yeah. Right, make some coffee.
Have you seen your dad, love?
No. You okay, Mum?
Yeah.
There's more to this than that Susan kid. There's gotta be.
Oh, well, it's gone way deeper than that now.
Deeper than you getting suspended from school?
Way deeper. I followed a dealer. The Nomark that's been terrifying the life out of her. And I found her, Sinbad. Half dead. And then I caught up with him. And there was a fella with him. A fella I recognised. A fella I hadn't seen since the day our little Jimmy was killed.
Not the fella that did it.
The same fella. Still dealing. Still terrifying youngsters. Probably still killing innocent kids for all I know.
So you're gonna set the busies on him, yeah?
I'm not gonna waste my time with them. Not now I know where he is. He's gonna find out who I am. Little Jimmy's dad. Just before I rip him apart.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. You can't go around there on some vigilante trip.
All I'm gonna do is what I wanted to do on the day we buried our little Jimmy. And the only reason I never went after him then was because my Jackie begged me not to. And all the time since, I've regretted letting that fella walk away free, thinking he got away with it. Well, no more, Sin. His time's come.
Oh, just slow down, will you? OK, I understand how you feel about this fella, and if it's the same fella that killed little Jimmy, then he deserves to be strung up, but not by you. That's what the law's for. The last thing you need, after all the effort you've put into your teaching and building yourself a new life, the last thing you need is some GBH charge hanging over you.
I'm not talking GBH. This fella murdered my son. And now he's wrecking Susan Clark's life. And how many more have there been in between? And how many more are there going to be in the future? He's got to be stopped.
This isn't about anybody else's kid. This is about you and getting your revenge for losing your flesh and blood.
Yeah, so?
So? Don't let it drive you to doing something that's going to destroy your life and your family's. If you go after him and you kill him, all you're going to do is leave yourself wide open for getting banged up in jail again. Get it dealt with properly, Jimmy. By the busies.
The busies? How? All they're good for is chasing down burglars and people who fiddle the lecky. You know what it's like trying to raid a druggie. I've been there. I've seen it, I've done it. There is no way the police are going to nail that scumbag. So thanks for the advice, Sinbad. But no thanks. Because the only way that fella is going to get done is if I do it. See ya. Why won't you tell the truth, Susan?
Mum, this wedding is going to go like a dream. Barry won't turn up, and neither will Gary. Believe me, this wedding is going to be for invited guests only.
Not only is Brookside on every night this week, but you can see lunchtime repeats at 12:30. Next on 4, Rush concludes its history of Britain's drug culture with a look at how the party turned sour.
It was. There was ice on the loo last night.
Oh, behave yourself. It wasn't that cold.
Well, I was cold.
Yeah, so you've said.
So decides what you're going to do about Max. You're going to confront him about snogging that Faye one.
You're right. If he knows I know, he'll probably pack it in and go back to Susanna and Harry.
I bet he denies it, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. So, do you fancy coming with us tonight?
What for?
Well, when he was all over it last week, they were talking about meeting up tonight in some restaurant in Bolton.
Oh, and you're going to show up like some sad Hetty Wainthropp?
No, I just want to make absolutely sure that I didn't dream it or something. I mean, remember what our Mike thought he saw with me and Max in Chester?
You don't think this Faye one's giving him another surrogate baby, do you?
What? She was first reserve or something? Oh, this is all mad. It could have been anything, couldn't it?
Well, the longer you leave it, the worse it's going to get for you. You said yourself, if Susanna finds out and they split up, you might get left holding the baby. At least if you checked them out tonight, you might have more proof to confront him with.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, it'll be a laugh on our way to the gig with Rach.
Hey, I tell you what, are we going to have a good night tonight or what?
That's what I'm planning on.
It's been ages since 3 of us went to see a band together. What we're going to do? Get changed and have a few here before we go?
Sounds good to me.
But we might have to catch it up a little bit later.
Oh, why?
Well, she needs to check out some new carpet samples. I need a witness. I mean, a second opinion.
Listen, can you give me a hand to put these up?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, don't leave that there. Kylie might get it.
Sorry. Wasn't thinking.
So I noticed. Gonna make a brew in a minute, you want one?
No, not for me. I'm nipping out in a minute.
Oh, right, where you going?
Just to see someone.
Not the fella who used to run with your Frankie.
Yeah.
You said you told him to find someone else to do the job for them.
I have. I just want to see them one last time, you know. Make sure they've got the message about keeping me out of it.
And that's it, then?
Yeah. No more contact.
Everything unpacked then?
Just about, lad, yeah.
Your tea's the blue mug there.
Oh, cheers, son.
Everything all right upstairs?
Champion, yeah. But,
But what?
Well, I was just wondering, you know.
Oh, you want a big padlock on your bedroom door or something, yeah?
No, I was going to ask about visitors.
How's me?
Women like?
Sorry to bother you. Is this where Alec O'Brien's living?
Aye. Yeah, it is. Alec? Someone for you.
We've got a bit of bad news, I'm afraid.
All right, Joey, lad.
We've had a nightmare.
What's happened?
House is wrecked. We've got nowhere to live.
keep them closed.
Jackie D's expecting us, don't forget. She'll be wondering where we are.
Calm down, you'll be there on time and no peeping.
Well, I never thought I'd have a magical mystery tour of the cork.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, what? Jackie, you've worked miracles.
Oh, well, it would be nice when it's finished, love. You know, Jimmy's got to put the balls.
Oh, what we lucky, eh? Well, I haven't even had to touch a paintbrush. I feel like guilty.
Oh, don't you be worrying. You've got enough to be bothered about this week.
Oh, where do you see me in all my morning suit and stuff?
Good, is it?
I didn't even recognise myself in the mirror. Hey, listen, if you want, you can still knock that on the edge, you know. A suit will do me.
Look, we've given everything else up. You deserve a bit of a splash.
We're going to look stunning now, aren't we? And Carly will be there like a little princess.
Oh, she was dead choked, you know, about Lindsay not being able to have that fairy tale dress. Do you remember when we showed her the pictures? Well, you did look absolutely beautiful.
You get me going again in a minute, Mum. I told her we'd have to raid a bank, never mind a piggy bank, to be able to afford it. That's if we want to put everything into the future of the business.
Poor little Carl's. Is she upstairs?
Yes, love. Do you want me to tell you here?
No, it's OK. I'll just go up and say hello, see if I can cheer her up. Then we've got to get round and see Jackie Dixon, OK?
Nice. What are you seeing Jackie Dixon about?
Oh, about this Millennium Club thing she's developing. Well, Peter's got the chance to expand the salon business by buying the right to put hairdressers or a beauty parlour in there.
Buying the right?
Well, you know, like a concession or a franchise thing. Like those clothes shops doing big department stores.
Well, I thought Jackie Dixon was already his partner.
Yeah, well, this Millennium Club's not just hers, is it?
Oh. Big licks. Barry Grant. Well, no wonder Peter was uptight when he walked in. All that lot on top of the wedding as well. You're not going to let him down again, are you?
I knew you'd start on this Barry thing again. Well, don't.
I've just got this, like, this picture in my head. You standing at the altar, just about to say I do, and the door suddenly swings open and we know who's standing there, don't we?
Well, it won't happen. Even if he did turn up, I am totally committed to Peter now. This wedding isn't just about me. It's about me setting Carly up for the rest of her life, with a new dad who loves her like she's his own.
I can't bear the thought of anyone trying to wreck it for you, love. And it's not just Barry either, you know. I mean, what about Gary? I wouldn't put it past him to turn up just out of devilment.
Mum, this wedding is going to go like a dream. Barry won't turn up, and neither will Gary. Believe me, this wedding is going to be for invited guests only.
Thanks very much. Sorry, what were your names again?
Sinbad, everyone calls me, and this is...
Tim.
Thanks, Tim. Look, this is very good of you.
Oh, not at all. I mean, the least we can do is offer you a cup of tea and a sit down.
I didn't mean to come round and bother you, Dad.
The whole house is wrecked. Ceiling's down the lot.
You should have seen the state of the place, Grandad. Water everywhere.
Well, the carpets, the walls.
So, exactly what did happen, like?
Burst pipe. Must have been the cold snap last night.
Yeah, but I can't believe how much damage.
My brother's a fireman, and he said that there's more damage caused by water than actual fires. Well, he was a fireman. He was injured. A huge gas explosion.
Yeah, I had a shop a while back, and, well, I lost all my stock in that fire. It's not something I'd want to go through twice, so we know a bit of what you're going through, like.
There's some cans in the fridge if you don't want tea.
No, Ta.
Still, at best, everyone's OK. It's only things.
But all my mementos, my furniture.
We don't know that until we start the clean-up.
And the insurance will replace all that, love.
But what about the photos of the kids I dug out for you?
Wouldn't count on the insurance, mate. They found a way not to pay me for my shop. I lost everything. But, well, I did something stupid. I mean, you should be all right.
So I'm going to have to find 20 grand now?
Well, that's what one of the big hairdressing chains are offering. And don't forget, that's just the key money that gets you in. You're still going to have to pay to do it out, the way I like it.
Can't we just move the whole gig over?
No.
When are you going to need the dash?
Have you got it on you?
Not exactly, no. I suppose you want to buy my half of the salon, do you?
I'm paying up for all this so that this place doesn't look naff when the new one opens. And I've still got to find the 20,000 I overbid at the auction. Look, I know it's not the best of weeks to be worrying about business with the wedding coming up, but just let me know as soon as you can, eh?
I will do, Jack. Cheers.
This place will be ready for our night time, won't it?
I says it would, didn't I?
What do you think?
That's a lot.
That's only money.
That we haven't exactly got.
Speculated to accumulate.
Oh, you know the business better than me. Do you think there's a chance we could raise it?
I could go to the bank and get a loan. Provided Barry Grant doesn't mug me on the way home.
Peter, you're as bad as me mother. That's all in the past. It's the future I'm interested in. With you and this club thing. Look, I'm willing to share a converted garage with my mum and dad. I'm willing to work in epoxy chippy. I'm even willing to compromise on my wedding frock. So let's just do it, eh?
Yeah.
Go to the bank and get the money.
Chadwick. Emily! Emily! You were going something there, weren't you?
Sorry, said I was miles away.
No wonder they got you down for a gold medal. Listen, sorry to interrupt your training. I just wanted a quick word. Look, I've just been in the Aussie to see Susan Clark, and they said she's not there anymore. You don't know if she was in school today, do you?
No, she wasn't. Is that all you want?
Hey, well, hang on. I was wondering, do you know where she hangs out, her and the mates, like?
No, sorry, don't know them that well.
All right, so if she was in some sort of danger, you wouldn't know where she is if I wanted to help her, like?
She could be anywhere.
Yeah, don't I know her?
Can I go now?
Come on, you don't have to run out on me, you know.
Oh, it's just me dad wanted me to stay away from you, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, OK, go on, you get on with your run before you start stiffening up.
OK.
Is Lindsay there?
She's upstairs getting changed for the chippy, love.
Right. Just give me a few minutes in the extension, then get her down for me.
What?
You'll see.
Luke, Sinbad, we're awful sorry about all
Right.
this.
And, how long
I
was
thought
it take?
Dad was still in his flat. And
I wasn't till today. And when I was asking you earlier about visitors, this isn't what I had in mind.
Nah, it's okay. Just get another cup of Daniel, we'll sort it out.
The insurance fella needs to check out the policy, but he thinks we should be okay for temporary accommodation expenses. 15% of what the house was worth, he said.
So what does that work out at? About 7,000?
More or less. I'll give the man his due. He was very helpful. He said they wouldn't rule out giving it to a family member if we could find someone to put us up.
if only we had someone.
Well, you must have someone in the family who could help.
We're not really a very close family. Well, apart from Dad, eh? But no, there's no one with any room.
So you're really stuck then? For somewhere to stay?
Looks like.
And the insurance will pay?
That's what they said. What are we gonna do?
Well, have you found it?
No, it's not really what I'm looking for. So, what do you think of this carpet, Rach?
No, but it don't match.
So, was I right?
Yeah, defo. So, we've come all this way to see the wrong carpet?
No, I saw what I came to see.
What are you going to do now?
Well, now that I've got the proof, tomorrow I'm going to have a word with the father of my child.
It's your turn to keep them closed this
Oh,
time.
well, hurry up.
Why have you got it?
It's for you. So we're on your wedding day?
I thought we said we weren't going to get it because we couldn't afford it.
Listen, I've got some more tidying up to do. I'll leave you to it, eh?
I thought you'd be made up.
Peter, I know what you're trying to do, and I want this week to be perfect as well. But I also know it's just one day. That dress costs £1,500. We need to raise £20,000 just to buy into Jackie's club. Now, it wouldn't be fair for me to spend all that cash just on one afternoon, would it?
Look, Linz, I listened to what you said. I went to the bank. They've said I can have the cash for the club salon. But we're going to have to stay here and struggle for a while, so why not? I just added a couple of grand on the loan, which means an extra few quid a month, that's all. Let's just have one great big blowout and then tighten up our belts, eh?
You do love me, don't you?
You know I do.
Then let me take the dress back. I've made up my mind. I want to go for this club thing. This is the big opportunity. And I've already got a dress that I like. And it's going to be a step up from the suit that I was going to wear at the registry office. We've already had the blowout and pushed the boat out once, remember? So let's not capsize it, eh?
You know, if we sorted them with staying here for tonight, we might be able to get them to stay on a bit longer, and then, well...
Well, where are they all going to stay?
Well, Dad can go in with Grandad, Mum and daughter in my room, and I'll keep in with you.
No way.
Hey, Timothy, if the insurance are going to cough up for their rent, we could be quids in.
Right.
Well, let's see what they say. Oh, and don't mention money. Yet. Right, finish with your plates.
There you go, lad. Hey, that was smashing that. Hey, on the bangers and bash.
Thanks.
Damn it.
Right, well, we better be making plans. Otherwise, we'll have nowhere to stay tonight.
Listen, I know I've only just moved in, like, but I was just thinking...
It's all right, mate. Me and Tim have just been saying, I mean, you don't have to go anywhere tonight. After all you've been through today.
Are you sure you can fit us in?
Yeah, we can work something out, eh?
What can we say? Oh, that'd be grand, lads. Grand.
Right, well, we better get upstairs, sort it out, hadn't we? OK.
Everything's going to be all right, love. I promise. And not one word to those two about the others, OK?
Susan? What have you done with it? That wrap I saw you buy before. Have you taken it? No, it doesn't look as if you have. So what have you done with it? Have you got it on you? Or is she scarping with the evidence? Look, Susan, I need your help. I'm trying to find out about that fella I saw with Justin the other night. There's something I've got to see him about.
I don't know anything about him.
Well, you know who I'm talking about, don't you? Look, Susan, I've got a really important reason to find him. Will you just tell me?
Why? What will you do if I don't? Molest me again?
Susan, you know I didn't grope you that day in school. I was trying to search you because you had a wrapper smack in your pocket. And you know what I think? You were okay about that. Because deep inside your head, you wanted me to find it, didn't you? So that someone else could take charge of your life for a bit and help you try and get out of the mess that you're in. And you thought I was someone you could trust, didn't you, Susan? And you were right. You could have trusted me. You still can. You know I didn't molest you. You only said it did because Mr. Abbott came round and you thought he'd string you up for having drugs on you. Can you imagine what I feel like, Susan? Being suspended from a job. Having everyone pointing their fingers at me, calling me names. Can you imagine what it feels like to have to live through this? And all the time, the only thing that is letting me walk round with my head held high is that I know I didn't do it. But because you said I did, Susan, the law is just waiting to tear me to pieces, to ruin everything I've strived for all these years. All the nights I've spent up till all hours studying and preparing me lessons so the kids like you can get a decent start in life. Why won't you tell the truth, Susan? Why don't you tell them to drop the charges against me? And then we can explain what was really going on. And once people understand that, well, then we can start to get the police to move on Justin. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? After what he's done to you. And once Justin was out of the way, there'd be no one tempting you with the smack every day. We could get you rehabilitation. You know, we could get you treatment of some sort. And, yeah, I know it'd take a while. And I know it'd be hard for you. But you know it'd be worth it in the end. You know, when it was all behind you. And you could live a real life again. And not a life where you were just living every minute for the next hit. Well?
Yeah, it's easy to say, isn't it? But you know what Justin would do to me if he found out I grassed him up.
Listen, Susan. Doing smack isn't just about getting a hit and getting off your head. It's about youngsters like you being bullied and intimidated by no-marks like Justin. And you know the reason why he's giving you an hard time? It's because he's getting an hard time off the scumbag who's next up in the chain. What am I talking about giving you an hard time? He more or less left you for dead, Susan. Do you remember that bit? Hey? And the only way it'll ever change is if people like you stand up to someone like Justin or his boss.
How come you know so much about it?
Because my lad was caught up using smack. Me and his mum had just about pulled him back from the brink. But then his dealer turned nasty on him in the end. Over money. And this dealer killed him. My son. Little Jimmy, everyone called him. And that's why I want you to help me. So there doesn't have to be any more little Jimmys lying dead before they've even started their life. And all you've got to do to help me, Susan, is just to tell me his name. The fella with Justin. The fella I know who's into dealing. Just his name, love. And where he hangs out. That's the fella I want.
His name's Rufus.
Rufus? As in Rufus the red-nosed reindeer?
Wasn't that Rudolph?
Oh, well, whatever. It's a soft name, anyway.
He owns a pet shop on the corner of Probert Street.
A pet shop? This is getting soft.
Justin hates him. He's always saying that the sooner he can get out on his own, the better he'll be. But he's not soft, he's Justin's boss.
I see. So, Rufus supplies Justin, and Justin supplies you. And I tried to help you, and now my life is wrecked. Well, thank you, Rufus.
I'm not saying any more, I shouldn't have said anything.
Look, Susan. Susan. Susan! Promise me you'll think about telling the truth about what really happened in school. Because I'm telling you, love, that's the only way you'll ever get your own life back.
You saw what Justin done to me last time I upset him, and you saw the state he left me in. Well, next time it'd be worse, he'd kill me, I know he would.
I found your killer, son. And I know exactly where he is.
My dad's here.
And you are?
What's Susanna doing here? Have you told her?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to make sure she doesn't find out, aren't I?
Don't open the door.
Next tonight, if you want to travel first class, you need to get an S-Class Mercedes. Test drive a VIP vehicle with Driven here on 4.